grade 3s! Today we are going to do a fun activity where I show you how to make your own Play-Doh. So if you don't have Play-Doh at home, like I don't, I'm not going to go to the store right now because it's safer to be safe in your house, staying at home. So I'm going to show you how to make some Play-Doh so you don't have to go out and buy some. If you don't have these things, that's okay. You don't need to make the Play-Doh. It's just for fun. At the end, I am going to do an activity for if you have Play-Doh and if you don't. So even if you're not making Play-Doh, watch the whole video so you know what we're going to do at the end. Okay, let's get ready. The things you'll need to get ready are listed on my white book back here. So you're going to need 250 milliliters of flour, 60 milliliters of salt, just salt. You're going to need 130 milliliters of water, so I've measured it out here. We're going to also need 45 milliliters of lemon juice. So this is only 15. So if I need 45 milliliters of lemon juice, let's count to see how many 15s we need. So 15 plus 15, it's my double, that's 30. 30 plus 15, if I add the 10s together, that'd be 40, and I'm left over 5. So 45. I need 3 of these scoops of lemon juice. I'm also going to need just 1 of these scoops of oil, because I need 15 milliliters of oil. And if you want to give your Play-Doh some color, you can use some food coloring. So I don't know what color I'm going to pick yet. I might even divide it and make 2 colors. We'll check at the end. To make your Play-Doh, the first thing you need to do is put your water into something a little bit bigger and something that can go in the microwave, so not something metal. Metal is not safe for the microwave. So I'm putting it in glass. Glass is safe. Put my water in there, my 130 milliliters of water, and I need to put my lemon juice in here. So I need 3 little scoops. I'll put that right here. And let's squeeze. I just have my lemon juice in a jar or a jug. You can use real lemon juice if you have real lemons. I don't. Oop, it's a little tough to get up. There we go. So I'm going to measure 3 little scoops of lemon juice. All right. That's, whoa, a little spurt. 15 milliliters. 30 milliliters. And 30 plus 15 is 45 milliliters. Now in this, I'm only putting my water and my lemon juice. Now I need to put it in the microwave to heat it up for about 1 to 2 minutes until you look in the microwave while it's going and you see it bubbling. If it's not bubbling after 2 minutes, put it in for another minute. It's just water, so if it overheats, all that's going to happen is it's going to boil. So it's okay. I'm going to go do that right now. Hold on. While my water and lemon juice are in the microwave, I can work on the rest of my ingredients. So I'm going to add my 250 milliliters of flour to a big bowl I have. This one can be made of anything because it's not going in the microwave. I'm also going to add my 60 milliliters of salt. Put that in there. It got stuck. Make sure you get it all. Then I'm going to take some kind of scoop and mix it all up so you can see it. Mix it just to make sure that the salt and flour are mixed together and the salt's not sitting on top. You don't want them separate. You want to mix them all together. So you might have to squish a bit. I have a couple clumps in my salt, but mix it up. And then your salt and your flour will look like just one powdery mixture. I mixed my flour and my salt together. I just went and I took my water and lemon juice out of the microwave. It was bubbling when it was in the microwave. Now it's just very hot, so I'm using my oven mitt for safety. Make sure I'm not touching it. And I'm going to mix this into my flour and my salt. So I'm going to pour it slowly in. See, I'm not just dumping it. I'm pouring little bits at a time. And you just mix while that's going. Mix, mix, mix. Little at a time until it starts to make a ball. It's not doing it yet. I'm going to need to mix more. So I'm going to dump the rest in here so I can use 2 hands. There we go. I don't need my oven mitt because my bowl isn't hot. I'm going to hold my bowl and I'm going to mix it until it starts to slowly, see how it's a little bit sticking together? There's a big chunk here. It's making Play-Doh. Now, once you see a lot of the flour getting mixed in, it might not mix all of it in because we are still missing one ingredient. The one ingredient you add last is the oil. So I've mixed that mostly. See how it looks like that now? It's kind of like a dough, like I might make cookies with. But it would not taste very good. That's way too much salt and no tasty sugar. I'm going to get my 15 milliliter scoop back out. And I have my oil. The oil makes sure that the dough doesn't stick to your hands as much. Oops. That's okay. So once I put this in, it's going to be more like Play-Doh and less like cookie dough because you don't want Play-Doh to stick to your hands, but cookie dough doesn't matter. So I'm going to put 1 scoop of this, which is 15 milliliters. Perfect. And I'm going to pour it all around. So not just dump it in one place, just like before, pour it all around so it gets everywhere. I'm even going to move my spoon to a different spot so I can get under it. There we go. Shake any last bits in. Get in there, oil. And now I'm just going to mix that in. And at this point, see how I'm kind of just pushing it around? My spoon isn't doing much mixing. I'm going to start working with my hands. So I'm going to take my sweater off so I don't have sleeves. So I don't get too messy. And this is still very warm. So if it's a little too hot to touch, give it a minute, let it wait, it's okay. And it might still be sticky while it's warm. So if it's sticky once it cools down, we might add a bit more flour. But if it's still sticky when it's warm, we're going to say that's okay for now because we want to wait until it cools down to see what it's going to be like. So I'm going to squish it. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm mushing it. Squish, squish, squish. Just trying to pick up all the little, you can see I still have some floury bits at the bottom. Trying to get all those into my ball so that while it's cooling down, it all cools down together in one big ball. I think I'm going to have enough Play-Doh for 2, maybe even 3 colors, so we'll see. All right, I've mixed it together. It's still a little warm. And then I could wait to add food coloring till when it's done, but I'm going to add my food coloring now. So I want 2 colors. I'm going to split my dough in half into 2. So I'm going to put 1 just into one of my jugs and 1 into my bowl. And I'm going to figure out what color I want. So I have kind of like a purpley color. I have a red color. I have green. And I have blue. I think I'm going to try and make kind of like a purpley one for one of them. So I'm going to use blue and my purple to see what kind of color I'll make. May as well experiment while we're at it. So here's my dough. Oops, can you see that? There it is. I'm going to put just a few drops of food coloring to start, because if you put too much, you can't take it out. But if I just put a little in and I want more, I can always add more. So I'm going to just do 1 drop of blue to start. That's it. There it goes. Drip. Look at that. 1 drop of blue. And I'm going to try maybe just 1 drop of purple to start too. And we'll see what it looks like. I don't really know what this color is. I'm just hoping. Oh, it looks kind of purple. 1 drop. And this part might stain your hands a bit. So if you need to go somewhere fancy, I don't know why you're going anywhere right now. But if you need to, don't do that the same day. Your hands might turn blue or purple. Don't color it. But I'm going to kind of squish it in there so it doesn't get right on my hands. Squish it in there. And I'm going to pretend I'm mixing 2 clay colors together and just mix it a bunch. Oh, See that? Color is spreading. To make it colored all the way through, you do need to work at it a little bit. Get your hand muscles going. Try to maybe make a game of it. See how if you can throw it back and forth while you're mixing. Well, mix, mix, mix. Oh, look at that. It's turning colors. It's turning a little more blue than I expected. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit more of the purpley red. See if that makes a difference. So I made a little hole so it doesn't spill out. Put in maybe 2 drops this time of the purpley red. And I'm going to have to mix it a long time because I just added some whole new drops of color. So I'm going to keep mixing. And you can do whatever colors you'd like. If you don't have food coloring, there's a little trick you can do using Kool-Aid. If you have Kool-Aid powder, it makes like a drink. If you have Kool-Aid powder, you can mix it into your hot water and lemon juice mixture when you take it out of the microwave. Mix it in, and it won't make it sticky or anything. It's just color and flavor and like smell. So what's going to happen is it's going to color your dough without food coloring, just with the Kool-Aid, and it's going to give it a nice little smell too. So if you have cherry Kool-Aid, it's going to make it red and give it a cherry scent. If you have orange Kool-Aid, it'll make it orange and give it an orange scent. I didn't have Kool-Aid, so I used what I had, which was food coloring. It's still not getting as dark as I expected, so I'm going to put even more in. That's what experiments are for. Trying it out. All right, I'm going to mix so you don't have to watch me. That's a little boring. I'm going to mix this one. I'm going to figure out what color I'm going to make this one, and I'll be right back to see what they turn out like. I have mixed my doughs, and I have kind of a purpley blue one. Looks a little more blue on the screen than it looks in my hand, but that's okay. And I have this one that looks a little yellow there, but it's actually green. It looks green to me. Now I'm going to tell you your activity. So whether you have Play-Doh or not, this was a fun activity for me to do. If you want to use it later, you can. If you want to try to make your own Play-Doh, you can. But if you don't have the ingredients or the time or the supplies you need to make Play-Doh, it's okay. I'll tell you what you can do for activity instead. So if you have Play-Doh or clay, your activity is going to be to make some scenery, make some objects, make something that makes you smile. So that could be, you could make me some different foods you really like. You could make me a model of some animals in your house, maybe your pets. You could do your family. They make me smile. You could do an activity you really like. So maybe you want to make a soccer goal and a soccer ball and soccer players. Maybe you want to show you dancing. You want to have a little person dancing. You can sculpt anything you want as long as it makes you smile. And you have to write to me a few sentences, let's say at least 4, about why you picked what you did and why it makes you smile. So I might pick a picture, I might model maybe some trees and a campfire. My campfire can be blue, that's okay. I really like camping and I can't go out right now. So I think I'm going to make some trees and maybe a campfire, and maybe a tent too, because I love that. Now, if you don't have Play-Doh, don't have clay, there are other ways you can do this assignment. You can use toys in your own house and set them up to show me something you like to do. You can draw something you like to do, or something that makes you smile. You can paint something that you enjoy and makes you smile. You can do this in any way you want, as long as you're doing some kind of art. So drawing, painting, Play-Doh, sculpting, moving your little figures around in Lego or something. And you have to do the writing part to tell me at least 4 sentences of why you picked that and why it makes you smile. So I'm going to go do my craft, and I'll quickly show you what I have right about now. Hold on. So I made a little scenery here. I put it on a tray so I can lift it up and you can see it. You can do yours wherever. But I have a couple of little trees. I made them pine trees. I have my tent, and I have some rocks and a fire. Oh, my tree fell down. My fire is green, but that's because I have green Play-Doh. It's not going to be perfectly realistic, but I tried my best. I also have written a few sentences. So I wrote, I made a campsite out of Play-Doh. I chose a campsite because I smile when I remember how much fun I have camping. I love sitting by the fire at nighttime. I also sculpted my tent. Oh, my Teegan missed up. Now I have written 4 sentences. You can always write extra, but try to have at least 4 explaining what you made out of Play-Doh, or what you drew, or how you moved your Lego pieces around, and why it makes you smile. That's the most important part for this activity. All right, I hope you enjoyed our Fun Friday art, and I'll see you next time. Bye!